God bless everybody. This is Elder J. Miller, and this is Dirty Church Radio, Unrestricted Conversations. I pray all is well with everybody. This is a blessed day, even in the midst of everything we may be going through. Dirty Church Radio, Unrestricted Conversations, where no issue or topic is out of bounds. There's some of y'all who used to watch us or follow us a lot. We've been doing this for a while now. We just came back with it. Just being able to talk about any and everything, regardless of what it is, to allow people to speak what's on their mind, to release, to let some things go out of the mind. So we're thankful unto God, man. And I'm waiting for a few of my guests to come on here tonight just to talk concerning strength in the midst of crisis. There's so much, man, that a lot of us are going through. Some of us are encountering and experiencing some things that we've never experienced, and wondering how we are going to maneuver through it all. A lot of it is unfamiliar territory. But one thing that I have come to realize in 2020 is that your faith will deal with opposition, and your faith will be confronted. The key is, will you hold on to your faith, or will you allow what is opposing you to rob you of it? God has called us, man, to live a life far beyond probably the level that we've been living life on. A lot of us, man, we're dealing with a lot of fears. We're dealing with a whole lot of different issues and things. And sometimes it comes over and it captivates your mind. But tonight, here on Dirty Church, Unrestricted Conversations, even if you write something in the comments, we want to hear about how you are gaining strength, and if you are getting strength in the midst of crisis that you may be experiencing. We all have our own stories. We all have our own avenues of life that we walk down, and we all have our own personal testimonies. We all respond differently. We all deal with things differently. We all handle things differently. And tonight, I just really wanted to just come on here and just discuss, man, strength in the midst of crisis. First, I just want to say, man, how are you really doing? How are you really handling everything that you've been experiencing in this year? And then to ask another question. Are you really okay? Are you okay? Is there some things that you've been holding on to and it's hard to let go of? When was the last time that you had a time to flush out your mind, to clean your thoughts, so you could think from a clear space instead of from a cluttered space? And these are questions, man, that, you know, we all need to ask ourselves. A lot of us, man, we need to re-examine, reevaluate our lives and really be honest. Like, where are we? Where are we? How are we really handling the crisis that we're in? And where are we drawing our strength from? Where are you drawing your strength from? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it God? Where are you getting your strength from to keep pushing through in the midst of the way this world is, in the way that the enemy comes through with all these different fear tactics in this world? How do we handle it? How do we deal with it? So tonight, man, when a few of the brethren or whoever is going to come in as a guest on here, we're just going to talk about, man, strength in the midst of crisis. I know that my family, we've been dealing with things even before this pandemic hit, loss of loved ones and a lot of emotional hurt, a lot of emotional trauma. You know what I mean? And you pray and you ask God, Lord, I need you. And Lord, I need you to help me understand all of this. And a lot of times it actually feels like you don't get an answer. A lot of times it feels like you don't get an answer. What's going on, my brother?
Everything's good, man. How about you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Well, listen, man, it's Dirty Church Radio. Unrestricted conversations. And we're on here talking, man. Hold up. About what's going on, Showtime?
Oh man, I didn't know it was live. What up? It's live.
You ain't.
It's live.
Oh yeah, this live. This live, brother. We on here tonight, man. We just talking about strength in the midst of crisis.
Okay.
And where are you drawing your strength from?
Okay.
How are you handling life? You know what I mean? How are you dealing with everything? Even we're just gonna focus just on what's happened in 2020. And as a father and as a man, where are you getting your strength from? What different weak moments have you had, and how have you handled it? How are you getting by? And the real question I'm really going to ask, are you okay? If you be honest with you, are you really okay? Or is it a mirage that we display to make others think we're okay, but silently it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of things that we're dealing with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a question that I really just want to ask the brethren out here, man. How are you dealing? How are you handling this crisis? And as a man, where is your strength coming from? Honestly, how are you getting through the day? How are you maintaining as a father? How are you covering your wives? You know what I mean?
For me, man, this pandemic has actually brought me closer in relationship with God, I think, because I began to pray. Now I pray like every day. You know what I'm saying? At 12 o'clock. Something I never did before because I didn't have time to do that. You know what I'm saying? And now I got more time to kind of like acknowledge certain things. And I found that it's brought, you know, the family even closer as far as like communication and stuff like that. It brought it better. It's a better communication because you know everybody's not clouded and everybody's kind of slowed down. You know what I mean? Because the world's moving kind of fast, and I think that, you know what I mean, it was a slow down mechanism that kind of made people stop and smell the roses. You know what I'm saying? A little more than they normally would when you would normally see a patch of roses and walk by them. Now you'll stop and be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Stop and smell the roses. Boom, what up with you, man?
What up, Doc? What up, Showtime?
What's going on, man? You done gained some weight over there, boy. You looking hefty over there. Got the brown face.
Man, I look like, man, I look better than I looked last season. I was on that slim fast diet. Like straight that drug addict diet.
He was on that crack thing, that
Nah, man. Just stressing life, man.
Don't tell
everybody. It's life, man.
Don't tell everybody what's going on.
No, bro. No, bro. That's my testimony, man. Like I ain't afraid of that, man. Because like to be honest, I think like the kind of like coincide what we're talking about right now. I think personally, the things I've already learned in life kind of like made me be able like I gained some of my strength off of what I've already been through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a point of reference to refer back to like, yo, you know, I've been through that, I've been through this, so now I'm a little better. So I can cope with this a little bit more. I'm
Right.
wiser. I'm a lot stronger
Mm-hmm.
mentally. And all that came from like what God did in the last season of my life and what He's doing right now in this current season of my life. Like I tell you all the time, like there was all the pandemic did was really reveal the pandemic was already going on in your life, but you had time to notice it.
Mm.
Like you didn't have time to focus on it because you had so many outside distractions that you can divert your attention to ignore the things that were going on in your home or the things that were going on in your body or the things that were going on in your finances. So in actuality, the pandemic was a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's a curse for those who have been experiencing it from a physical standpoint, who have went through some hardship, but also a blessing because even in dealing with the physical stuff, even with the hardship stuff, it was really a time, like you said, for a slow down mechanism for us to refocus ourselves and reevaluate the things that we place value in.
Mm.
Because I think we put so much value in those things that are constantly moving that we weren't steadfast in our own reality or steadfast in our own identity. That we began to attach our identity to those things that were moving, whether it been social media, whether it been your job, whether it been other relationships, whether it been just going out and doing stuff. Like all those things kind of like supplanted the steadfastness of who you are.
Right.
And right now, this pandemic only revealed to us who we really are. Like if you're the harbor person, you got to see the harbor person these past 6 months. If there was a communication problem relationship, you were able to see the communication problems in your relationship in this past 6 months. So I think you gain strength from the reality that you're learning, and
So,
and and if you're not learning, you're not growing. So
so
like, yo,
I
we
think
say
that's interesting. That's an interesting perception because that's one take. Because I think that what I mean, that during the pandemic you should be, I don't think that would expose per se. I wasn't saying that it would expose like because like how a lot of people like I ain't hear from my friends during the pandemic or whatever, but everybody's going through something. You understand what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
you can't charge that. And a lot of times
No,
I think that what happened was, especially with relationships, they charge stuff that what I'm saying, you shouldn't have charged because everybody's going through it. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right. And
And so
the thing
when I
that's so
say
deep about it
exposed,
too is though
I figured
you
out how to
can't
do it,
respond.
and I had to do it through Safari.
Oh, you had to go through Safari.
Yeah, I had to go in there and open it through a different thing. But I'm on it now. So
You know something I'm noticing though, right? The thing about it, a lot of times we get frustrated and mad because we want people to respond when they go through the way we want them to respond. And when they respond
right,
differently, it bothers us or it makes us feel uncomfortable because we kind of want to control the scenario in order for us to function the way we need to function. So when someone makes a decision or a move outside of that border that we've placed, it kind of upsets everything. You know what I mean? And then a lot of
right,
times um, we create enemies when we really didn't have to because we got upset the way someone handled their crisis
yep.
based on how we're
yeah.
connected
Oh
to the
yeah,
crisis.
oh
You
yeah.
understand what
Because
I'm
you
saying?
think that they should have handled it the way that you think they should have handled it.
We were
Yes.
Yeah.
selfish.
You know what I'm saying?
We're naturally selfish. We're naturally selfish people in that regard. Like, yo, because we want people to be robots, while we're the only one allowed to have emotion is us. The only one allowed to have breakdown in our minds at sometimes is us. Like what you break down for, but even the kids, like, what you mad about? You guys,
Right.
but the kids are being. You gotta understand, the kids can't be kids right now. The kids used to going to school, being around their friends, going out there and
Word
having
up.
fun, all that kind of stuff. But right now, their life as they know it has stopped.
That's changed.
So has changed dramatically, and we don't know when it's going to get back to normal.
That's
We,
real.
we,
And
we
guess
don't
what?
we don't
As the parent, right? We can't even say from a kid's perspective, like, I know how you feel because we've never experienced nothing that they've
We don't
experienced.
know. We don't know
We
what it's
don't
as a
like.
know.
kid,
As a kid,
right?
we had the freedom to be a child. We had the freedom to express in our childhood. But right now, this thing is forcing them to have to be a certain way
Yeah.
and to deny the
Their
natural
childhood, bro.
feelings.
Their
You know what I'm saying?
childhood. They can't even
Yeah,
go to
man.
Yeah,
parks and play properly, man, no more, man.
right,
So
right,
that's
man.
a crisis.
That's a
Like
real crisis, bro.
that's a crisis
Oh, that's a real crisis.
because um I'm gonna tell you something right here, like right now. What I try my best to do, we all have our own lives, and we all, as men, we try to provide for our families the best. And however we do that as men, we have to function out here in the midst of this pandemic in one form or another, right?
Right.
But what I try to do the best of my ability is when I come home, I try my best not to bleed in the house, not to bleed inside. You know what I mean? Where I'm putting that spirit or that feeling on the household.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
as a man,
Yeah.
a lot of times, it makes you carry more weight now. Now you're carrying more weight. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
that's when you're supposed to follow the principles. You know what I'm saying? And like that's when you like lay away every side, lay all your weight to the side, you know what I'm saying? And like
mhm.
give your burdens to God. You know what I mean? Like that's a daily thing. That's what people don't understand. Like we ain't really supposed to wait until like they get real, real heavy.
Right.
You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then that's when it get out of control. It
Like
get too heavy, it's out of control now.
we really belittle God by doing that. Just
Yeah,
because
you
he's
can say that.
just because he's a heavy load sharer and a heavy load bearer and all that stuff, don't mean that he can't bear every burden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think Jay
Right.
got
And
disconnected, but yeah, they
yeah.
can't bear every burden. God can bear all burdens, man. Like every burden, small and big. So that's what we gotta watch as men, is that we
Right.
don't carry our own burdens like they're ours. Because everybody got
It's
a cross, but
right.
our burdens, we don't have to bear them by ourselves.
And for said, I'm going to say Showtime. 'Cause I think that masculinity or somewhat toxic masculinity is like, oh God, I got this one.
Right,
No, you don't.
right. I
You
don't
don't.
got
And
this.
that's why the Bible says, all thy ways acknowledge him.
Do you
Because
understand what
you
I'm saying?
don't got this one. You don't
Not
got this because,
just
like,
not just some ways.
in all
Not
thy
just
ways,
is ones that you think you got or things that you think you could handle.
handle.
No,
Nah, nah.
all.
And to get to the point of Showtime, if you really know how he wants to move, how he function with you, then you can start making like almost instinctive moves. But you're so in tune with his plan that's not off. It's not off kilter. Like, yo, oh, you got that.
This is what I always
It's
say, bro. My prayer every day is that in whatever we do, because see, a lot of times we get mixed up, and we get on this mystical, carpet, you know what I'm saying, when it
right,
comes to God and it comes to Jesus. But we forget about the choice that he gives us. Like he gives us free will, free mind, free choice to be able to make choices. That's why he always, that's why I'd be like, yo, choose me, choose me. You know what I'm saying? It's
right,
always, it's a choice, because it's like you
yeah,
can choose something else or you can choose this. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So with that free will, my prayer every day is that for us to stay in his will. Whatever his will is for us, is that we're able to walk as much and as closely as possible in that will. You know what I'm saying? And if he
Right.
orders our steps, then we're gonna walk in the will anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord.
Yes.
That's what it said. That's the
True.
Bible says.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So striving to be a good man, you know what I'm saying? It don't say a perfect man, it say a good man.
A good man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we ain't perfect.
And they say the steps of a perfect man are ordered by the Lord. It said the steps of a good man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I think we're all striving to be as good men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Better men, better leaders in our homes, better leaders in the people that we attain and people that we run into during our day. Letting them know that there's hope and love. Trying not to like be downtrodden when we run into people. You know what I'm saying? Being more of the lifter of the head than the one that put the head down.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But bro, you said something real key right there, man. I think like
that's true. You know,
I think
you know something,
me,
Showtime. When you just said that, right? I was.
Hello.
What'd you say?
What you say, Jay? Pause.
Go ahead, Boom.
No.
I can hear you. Said.
I can hear you.
You hear me? You saying something though, bro? Go ahead, say what you gonna say.
I said I can hear you.
No, you were saying something though.
You were saying something though.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I think you're saying like you saying. I think something triggered with when you were talking about, but like, I think for me personally, my detox time is in the ride
y'all
home
hear me
from work.
Can y'all hear me clear?
No.
Like you got delay.
You're doing the robot.
Yeah. But Showtime. I think like my detox time is from the ride from work to home.
Right.
Like that's my moment where, like, and my wife know when I come in the house, give me that 5-10 minutes to kind of like gather myself,
right,
so I can be present where I am,
where I need to be,
because
right,
because I don't want to bring where I was
home
to where I am.
That's
home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what if I had
always do that?
Yeah, what if I had a bad day, or what I had some conversation I had to have with somebody, or maybe there's a conversation I need to have with you that I can't have right now because my mind ain't in the right space to have that conversation. But sometimes I'll say like, I'll talk to you in a minute, or give me a minute to get myself together. I'll talk to you later on. So therefore, I can really get my thoughts together and my mind together
and
to
my
really
words,
address
and
my words. Yep.
And
what
sure
I'm gonna say.
And like you said, being in the right temperament. Because at the
right.
time, I might want to talk about something, and I may be feeling a little hot under the collar. So maybe I may not need to talk about it right now. I need to wait, and then address it if it's bothering me. Because sometimes things can be bothering you, right? And if you give it time, you ain't got to say nothing because it just kind of dissipate its own.
Fix itself. Right, bro. Or it may not be in the perspective that you're looking at it.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That is what a lot of people are guilty of, and they jump out the window before they look at all perspectives and like, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. Or maybe, of course it's not that bad after the fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, a lot of the stuff can be avoided, a lot of times, in relationship and friendship, stuff can be avoided if we just take a breather. Like you said, take that moment to gather ourselves.
Gather your thoughts, man, and therefore you be able and allow God sometimes to give you the strategy of how to deal with it.
The will. Will
Because
of God. And back in the
one
will.
thing I told God from the get go, God, and this is with my wife or with anybody, but I'm saying my wife in particular situation, that's your daughter. You made her. You know her better than I do. How do I make it work?
Yo.
How can I say what words, what tone?
Let me tell you something. I wrote a song, right, called Better Man, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it said basically what you saying. It's saying like I'm not trying to make you see something that you can't see, basically. It's like you tell me how to make it. How you tell me, you help me help you. You feel
Right,
me?
right,
Like
yeah,
help me help you. You tell me what I need to do to become a better man for you. You
right.
understand? Like, because a lot of times we think that we know. You know what I'm
But
saying?
we don't.
And sometimes we don't know.
Nah,
Sometimes
nah.
because who you were to Jane or who you were to Sally, you might can't be to Miko. You can't be to Shantae. You got to be, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You
Yeah,
got to
you got to
be,
be able to adapt to
each
their
person is different, you know?
rest,
Each person, and then
each
when you're
person
dealing
have
with,
his
with
own.
wives and stuff, it's like making, how you pray for that you pray that prayer of every day. It's something new. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you pray to God, like you know how we pray to God, we pray for new mercies every day, because every day is a new
Yeah,
mercy. Every day is a
right.
day we never seen before. Every day is a new
Mm-hmm.
chance to get something right that we didn't have right yesterday. Every day is a chance to, you know what I mean, new faith, new blessings,
Right,
new breath that you never breathed before in your life. You know what I'm saying? New
right.
eyes, things that you might have thought you seen, but you ain't never seen it on that day before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with love. It's like, yo, if you can look at love every day as fresh and new every day and not let it be
Right.
tainted by the time that it's been put in. It can be
Or
new daggone there every day, bro.
yeah, yeah.
It
It don't
can
have
really
to be
feel
self.
new every day. It can really feel like the first time every single day, you know?
Right.
But, we let the pressures of life get to us and different things, get in the way. Like you said, the cloudiness of, of how the world was prior to this COVID, for sure. Everything was
Mm-hmm.
all over the place. You could go places, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Now you can't do nothing. It's all about love. It's all about people who you love, if they really love you. You know what I'm saying? It's all that now.
Right.
It's a whole
Right.
different vibe now. And I'm glad it's like that. I ain't glad for the COVID, but I'm glad that people are getting back to family, having family dinners, and getting back to stuff that they care about. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But that's what's
Right.
important.
Definitely important, man. Definitely important, man. But like, yo, Showtime. So how is it that how are you managing your career right now in this pandemic? Like how are you able to manage what's going on career wise in this pandemic right now?
Um, Yo, man, actually, I've been doing like little private affairs and stuff, because people still are trying to salvage you know what I mean, the
The
little bit
wedding
of time
season,
that they do have, they trying to salvage it. And
right?
so that's pretty cool. But I'm about to put out a Christmas album, dog. I'm about to put out a Christmas album. Um
Yo, I heard, man. I
in
seen on
November.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, in November, because I feel like, during this time, it's been so much bad stuff, man, that we need, like, people need to have something good that they can kind of make them feel like at least Christmas, man. You know what I'm saying? At
Right.
least if it's nothing else for us Christians, man, that's a good time for us, because without no Christmas, dog, there's no death. You know what I'm saying? No
Yeah.
birth, no death. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The birth is much more important than the death. Trust me on that. Because you got to get here first.
Yeah.
You got to get here first. The death was important because it was for the salvation of the people. You understand what I'm saying? But it also, that's why the kings and all of them brought him gifts and all that stuff, in the beginning, because that was important. How long, how long they said Jesus was coming, cuz?
Never ever.
I know them niggas, them
Forever,
cats
man.
been like, yo, he finally here.
Yeah, man. Like he finally made it.
Like he finally made it. Like, good God, they been telling us for centuries he was coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we're in that same kind of advent right now, man.
You don't understand
Like
what I'm
Jesus
saying?
coming back, man. Jesus coming back. Like,
And that's why
come
people,
back.
believe it or not, that's why people are that Christmas time, and of course, everybody got their own beliefs about, the pagan
Right.
and this and that. Listen, man, I don't care nothing about none of that stuff, man. That stuff don't really, when I was a kid, man, we celebrated Christmas. We gave gifts. I got gifts as a kid, man. I got, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna wait till I'm 45 years old and start acting crazy like I don't.
Like you don't celebrate Christmas now.
Like
I don't
know what
celebrate
Christmas is
Christmas.
about.
Like, come on,
Like,
stop playing games,
you
man.
know
You know
what I
what
mean?
the
Like
deal
now
is,
I'm about to
man.
act crazy down that I'm that deep that I don't that
Yeah.
I'm on that. Come on, bro. Like I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna
I've
do that to my
become known.
kids. I'm not gonna do that to my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
don't. That's my favorite holiday. Out of all the holidays of the year, Easter,
Yeah,
all that.
man.
I love Easter. But I love Christmas, man, because to me, it's a time of reflection because it's a time that you about to go into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at the bountiful blessings that God has blessed you with to be able to provide for your family members at this time of year. Because really, that's what it's about. Because you don't work all year to get to this point now.
Yeah.
It's over. It's New Year's.
A new year, yeah, a new beginning. It's all again, right back in the grind. Right back in the grind, man.
I mean, that's on zero now. We in January. We count for the new year now.
Right.
So.
Right.
Jay Boogie, where you at, man? You good?
Yeah, man. Keep going in and out, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You hear
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, that's good.
What you got delayed?
That's what I'm talking about. No, I was enjoying you brothers talking, man. I can hear everything y'all was saying.
Oh.
I don't know. Is it still delayed now?
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right, man.
Is it delayed now?
Nah, it's all right.
It's all right, man. You good, bro?
I don't know.
You good, man. But yo, man, you funny about Christmas album, man. We haven't had
still delayed?
I haven't heard a bet. No, bro.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard a good Christmas album in a minute. Like a nice, good Christmas album you can just put on while everybody's sitting there chilling and eating or you cooking. And you can be like, yo, like I remember songs like Sound of Black and Soul Holiday.
Yeah.
like songs like that, like yo, that had you when you heard that song come on radio, you knew what time of year it was.
You know
like
what time,
it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time now, brother.
My thing is like, like being that I love Christmas so much. I'm like, I know that the world and with all that is going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got an album that's done, but I was like, yo, that's not what people need to hear right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like,
right.
People aren't gonna be able to pay attention and they can't even, people don't got jobs now. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, they're getting put out. Their rent is due and it's about to be cold outside and people are worried about evictions and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, what can I do to help give people a soundtrack to what is going on right now, right? But make them feel like good times. Meaning, like, you remember how it seemed like good times were so good, even though they was living in the projects?
Yeah.
Like, nobody really noticed that they was living in the project. They were living in Cabrini Green, the toughest, roughest project in Chicago. You dig me? So that's where you know, but the things, you know, they called it good times because things wasn't always that good, really. You know that, right?
Right.
A lot of people don't really understand. Like a lot of them episodes, Good Times wasn't good. Phone getting cut off, this happening, that happening, James dying. It wasn't good. But what it was like it was back to the theme song. Ain't we lucky we got
Yeah, yeah,
him?
yeah,
It was the in
yeah,
spite
yeah.
of. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right, right. You stupid. Right, man. Right, bro.
word up.
I think it also like the
Ain't we lucky we got them?
Yeah, word up,
yeah,
bro.
like good time. Yo,
Gave
and
a
you funny
good
you say that,
time.
bro, man, because all the phrase they were coming up with a temporary layoff, good times, easy credit ripoff, good
Telling
times,
you, bro.
scratching and surviving, standing in the
Scratching.
child line,
Do you
like
understand what I'm saying?
like yo, like
You
yo,
know what though? You know what's crazy though? Like we gotta watch that too though. Like we can't get like addicted to coming from that angle
That's what we
and
are
never
addicted.
pressing beyond that.
No, we are addicted to that. That's why. That's why. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Growing up, right? What was crazy about TV growing up? The only time that you did good was when you went and stayed at the white man house. Different Strokes, Nail.
yeah, man.
Everybody else was in the
Benson,
hood except for the Fresh Prince and them, and that was after us.
Wow,
Fat Albert and
that's
them was in the
crazy.
junkyard.
Yeah,
yeah,
Word up. Yeah, I mean, they
they
was
was
had
killing in the
na
junkyard
na
though.
na going to have a good time in the junkyard.
mm-hmm.
In the junkyard. Word up.
Yo, look at your neighbor
In
and
the
tell him stop
junkyard.
looking for them junkyard blessings, man. Word up, man.
Wow.
Stop letting cats get you with the junkyard blessing, bro.
Yeah,
Word up.
man.
Go ahead, Boone. I see the expression on your face, Boone. I see you want to
Yo,
say something.
No,
so
that
I
made him
see
no,
want
it.
to
cause
What you want
dance,
to
right?
say?
That made him want to dance.
nah, not so much made me want to dance, but made you want to think. Because comments like that, I think one of the problems with us, especially in church, we dance over comments that we should be thinking about.
You right.
Like we get emotional and act emotional with something that should be in our intellect to make it like, wait, ho. That's deep. What is my junkyard blessing that I'm settling for?
Word
Like,
is bond.
what is my junkyard experience that I'm settling for just for a brief segment of daylight? And I
Cause
live in that daylight for a brief segment, but I'm okay with going right back down to the
Because
junkyard
nothing's wrong with the
environment.
junkyard. Because remember now, there are
No,
things you get from the junkyard. You
Right.
can get stuff from the junkyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo,
a
the
lot
time,
of treasures in the junkyard.
yeah. But you know
But your
what? Word is
resident,
bond. That's time.
your resident
That's time.
shouldn't
Ain't
be in
no
the
real treasure
junkyard.
in the junkyard. The
Your
treasure is
resident,
in you.
No,
The
but
treasure
treasures
is
right.
in
have
you.
been found in the junkyard because people have thrown things away.
Right. And like it became valuable because to the
Say that
person,
again.
it became valuable because of the person though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
became valuable because
yeah.
I needed it.
My thing is though,
You feel
we
me on
like the
that?
concept of God coming to get us out of the garbage.
We love that. But that's
Yeah,
that's
But
that's that goes
I
back to
got you.
slavery though, bro. The church is built on that. The church is
Yeah,
built like word is bond. You ever go to a service, man? Word is life. In this day and time, the preacher can be preaching straight Bible out, and you won't hear no amens, no nothing. But if he be like, yo, your haters can't do nothing to you. Your haters will be, yeah, you tell your haters, word is bond, the whole church will go up.
you know,
yo,
Showtime. I think
hey,
that's the problem, man. We have
yo, I
created a
hate that.
Problematic,
diet.
bro.
I
That's
We
hate
have
that.
created
problematic, man.
we have created a
I
diet.
Because
We have created a
oh
diet
we love to be behind the eight ball.
that's
Word up.
victim. We
Bro,
love being the
our
underdog.
songs, our songs in the church house, bro, is always from the eight ball.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
from the behind and how like he's gonna work it out. it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like word is bond, bro. White people worship from a whole different level than black people.
Yes, and I said this from a long showtime. I told people all the time we approach God from a slave mentality
because they're a
They
friend
approach
of
God
God.
from
Bro,
they approach God.
They're a
They approach
friend of
God from a
God.
son. They approach God from a son mentality.
Bro,
And when
listen
you're a
to
son
their
mentality, you have ownership.
listen to their songs.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yo, we come from the
Yeah, man.
glory, hallelujah. Since I laid my, we come from that burden. We come off that, right?
That burden down.
Word is bond. They coming from the like, you're omniscient, you're almighty. Like they coming from that angle. You're in my house, you're in my home. Like they off that.
We try to get Jesus in our heart. They
You know
like,
what
you
I'm
passed
saying?
my heart.
They off the
You
you
my,
ride in my car with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Word is bond.
Yeah.
Like word is life, yo. You ain't never called G.
Because they come from a place
Yo,
of
boom.
they
You
deserve
ain't never
they
called God
deserve it.
friend until they said I'm a friend of God.
But it's in the Bible.
No, it's not
Like,
in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. The Bible says that God is our Father, not our friend.
well,
That's
it
the
depends how
problem.
you look at it. Depends on how you look at the terminology because he was equating that song to like the relationship that Abraham had with God when Abraham called him his friend. Now, and that comes from a level of faith and relationship. I think personally, we don't view God. It's the fact that we don't view God as in that relationship dynamic that hinder us from really experiencing God in the full dynamic. Because like he's a friend sticking closer than brother. That's in Proverbs. So with that being said, like he's there, but I think the problem with us is we have to get rid out of that like Master gonna whoop me if I do something wrong mentality. If I mess up today, Master gonna get me. I'm going to hell today. No,
No,
God, like
you know what
yo,
it is?
that's the kind of fear we got.
No,
My God, out of
you know what it
fear.
no,
Like
you know what
yo,
it is? You know what it is? Word is bond, bro. And it's bad. What I'm about to say is bad. But we come up on that God is a genie. We come up on God as a genie, bro. Meaning like,
that too, man.
nah, for real, like it's almost like they treat God like if you go to him
Yeah.
and like you rub him the right way and you say the right things, like he'll do something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like word is think about this,
Yeah,
bro.
he's an ATM. He's
If
an
they
ATM
never
machine.
said that
Things.
God did things for you, would
Yeah.
people follow him?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
You feel me?
Nah, man.
Like
Yo,
would they
and
really
that, and that,
follow him? Because you never really hear other religions talk about their people doing stuff for them. Like we talk about God doing stuff for us.
If
You
you
know,
give this $50, it's going to turn it around.
word is bond, bro.
the lottery,
It's the
playing the
lottery,
lotto,
bro. It's the
playing the
genie in
lottery,
the
man.
bottle. It's the genie in
Yeah,
the
man.
bottle, bro. And that's
And
bad.
it's
Because
and
God
yo,
ain't no
Showtime.
genie.
Showtime is crazy, bro. We go to God for stuff that He's given us the power to do ourselves, man.
Word is bond. But
Like,
it's
yo, we like, yo, the reason why you're broke is because you're mismanaging your money. And because you're mismanaging your money and end up finding yourself in a bad predicament at the beginning or the end of every month, now you need me to come in and bail you out
I
over
just
something that
told
you had the
somebody.
power to manage from the get-go.
I just told somebody who was talking about
That's true.
healthcare, and they were saying they made a certain amount of money, right? And that the government said that they can afford to pay this much out of that amount of money, right? And they was like, "No, I can't." And I was like, "You're lying. You can." The problem is you might can't do some of the other stuff that you be doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
trust me, they
Yeah.
done added that money up and know that you can pay that if you really wanted to.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't just make the number up. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey,
They doing the math on it.
hey, yo, you know what's so deep, right? they got this app called Truebill.
See?
And in this app, it shows you your spending habits.
See?
And it shows you how wasteful you are.
See?
It's real deep, man. Like, it shows you all your bills, what you got coming in,
and
what you got left over, right? Yo, it shows you, it gives you like a timeline. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we hear you.
I'm gonna fix this issue. I don't know what it is.
But we hear you.
Yo, it was like, yo, it shows you like you'll be in debt in this amount of days if you continue this pattern.
Wow.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, yo, like how
it's really
wasteful
it's about discipline.
We are. Like, it messed my head up, yo, when I seen it.
No, it's the truth. That's the truth, bro. Like, you could do something, right, and spend wild money on doing it and don't even know how much you're really spending on it.
Yeah, man. You're not thinking about it, Tom. You're not thinking about it, Tom. It's blind spending. You're spending blind without having a full understanding.
Because you're just focusing on what you want and what you desire, but not counting the cost.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, right, word is bond. You know why you work.
It's almost like how you spend your time with wasteful people.
You know how you
who
work.
Don't respect and appreciate your time.
Yo, you know why you work? You know why you work?
Why you work?
Yeah.
So you can get the things, so you can buy the things that you want, bro.
Right.
It's no other reason why.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's no other reason why. Think about it. Think about it. There's really no other reason why you work.
Yeah. Things you need and things you want.
Things you want. Even even the things that you need, you want them because you need them. You feel me? Because there's people that got necessity that they can't get necessity. Yo, man. Y'all remember the dude? You know, I was thinking about the other day.
Hey, yo, you know what's so crazy though?
Go ahead.
Yo, L, you know why you really work though?
Why?
You really work so you can eat.
A man, no, the Bible says a man don't work, can't eat. Ain't supposed to
right
eat.
About that, man. You gotta eat.
Ain't supposed to eat, man. And see, the thing about work that people don't get is that it ain't always got to be by the sweat of your brow all the time. Even though the Lord said that, you know, that a man gonna have to do it, but you know, sometimes you gotta get out here and get it any way you gonna get it.
Right.
The best way you know how. That's how I play.
Make it happen, Captain. Somebody gotta get them money.
Hey, we live on Facebook too?
Yeah, we live.
Anybody watching, Jay? I can't see the comments because I ain't on Facebook. Wow. Any questions you want to talk about?
Yo, it's live. It's live. It's live on Facebook and it's live on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's up, y'all? What's good with y'all? I'm out here in the hut. You know what I mean? If you know anything about the hut, if you've been on my live, you know about the huts. I'm in the hut. He caught me
man.
He caught me. I didn't even know it was live. I was like, yo.
I'm live. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm live?
Wait a minute, bro. Like, call me, but it's all good. I don't care. I see my teeth. Man. I got my teeth done. They look nice and white.
Yeah, there you go, man. That $1 smile, man.
That's it, cuz.
That $1 smile, man.
Shades and teeth.
$1 smile, man.
As I told these niggas, never shades and teeth. Word that, but yeah, man. This is a great forum, though. So he said, I know he said we were supposed to be talking about something specific, right?
Oh, you talking about the strength, like strength in crisis. Like, yo, where are we getting our strength from
From
while
stuff like
dealing with this
this,
crisis?
from stuff like this, talking
Yeah,
to your
man,
friends,
conversation
amongst your friends. That's
Yeah,
important.
man.
That's important because, bro, we not seeing nobody really. We not really outside
Nah, bro.
that. And if you like me, you know what I'm saying, you very cautious about, you know, how you move around. You know what I mean? And if you are moving, you're moving cautiously with your mask, you're moving, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like you know, word is bond, man. I passed the time away this whole summer, these last 6 months. Like God must have like knew I would have been bored or something. And like all of a sudden, like my pool was messed up. So like every day,
You had to work on the pool.
life, yo. Every day I was out there with the pool, doing something to it. But it kind of what it did was it took my mind off of not being outside of the house per se.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gave me something.
Right.
Yo, bro, I fixed so much stuff around my house, bro. I got a drill. I got mad tools that I never even had before. I fixed my garage door opener. I fixed my sinks. I fixed my toilet. Like I start doing stuff I never did before over this thing. I could become a handyman for somebody right now.
Yo, bro, and be honest. And that's the beauty of it all, man, and his sovereignty and his ability to orchestrate things in our lives, man. He has that orchestrated ability, like yo, to make sure that it seems as out of order and we seem like, but it's what you need. Because guess what? How much money do you save by doing it yourself?
Oh my God, I saved so much.
And be honest, you didn't know you had a handyman capacity until you had a situation of doing it like that.
What's crazy is like my father, right, always did stuff like that growing up. Always.
Right.
Now we always watched and was there, never knowing that one day, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have our own and we're gonna have to do that kind of stuff. And then to be able to like get out here and just look on YouTube and see it, you know what I'm saying, figure out what's wrong, go and fix it. You know what I'm saying? Get the proper tools, get the proper wrenches and the proper things to like do what you're supposed to do. Bro.
Right.
And you feel more like a man too.
What? Like yo, it feels so good to be able to do stuff like that. Yeah.
It make me feel more like I'm a help. Cause I know you couldn't have did that. And I just saved you some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think you fixed it now, Jay.
And they look at you. Yeah. And they look at you differently too. As they see you accomplish that thing. Like yo, like one thing my wife would always tell me, like, yo, one thing I'm glad about you is that if my car break down or something happens in the house, I know you can fix it.
Word up.
I know that you can fix it, and I don't have to worry about calling no mechanic. I don't worry about calling no, like, if my car break down and flat tire.
Or mechanic with the car breakdown. I don't know that about.
No. I buy no mechanics. Like I know mechanics.
Oh yeah, like, I got somebody that comes to the house.
I got somebody. I know people that fix it right away. So like yo, if anything happened in the house, like yo, I know if something got to be painted, I'll paint. If somebody drill put up, I can put it up, and I don't have to call nobody.
Right.
It's like yo, I just go in and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
it make you feel good too, man.
Man, shoot, man, dingo.
Let me ask y'all brothers this question right here, right? Let me ask y'all this question. If, let's just say right now, we had a round table, and at this round table, like, it's about 1 million or more men that can see you at this table, right? And I believe right now me and L is Generation X. Boone, I think you're a millennial, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm on the fringe of both X and millennial.
Like you're on the fringe of both cups, right?
Both cups, like, yeah.
Showtime. If you had a word for your generation right now, in the midst of like where we are at in time, what would you say? What advice do you have for your generation?
Pray. Stay prayed up. Pray every day without ceasing. Stay focused. I would be like, don't give up. Don't look at your todays as your tomorrows. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at every day and appreciate every single second, minute, hour, day. You know what I'm saying? Each day, love on people that you love on. You know what I'm saying? That you love on them, tell them that you love them, tell them that you care about them. You know what I mean? And try to be as honest and be as fruitful as you can. In life, try to do right by people. And try to make your word your bond, and like I said, be a friend. Be a friend. You know what I'm saying? If you're a friend, be a friend. Be a real friend. You know what I'm saying? And put God first, of course. Of course, put God first. You know what I'm saying? Which is, the head of everything. So, put God first, and I believe that God can, he can do anything, and he'll direct your paths. All you gotta do is just kind of stay steadfast. You know what I'm saying? Stay steadfast and try your best to, if you're going through something, just tie a knot in it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on till tomorrow, to another day, because things don't always, people think that things stay the same when they're going through situations, but they don't. And if I can tell somebody something, like, that would be a main thing. Like, it's like, yo, whatever your situation is not your destination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, your situation is not your destination. Like, so don't always look at your situation and think that that's what it is, or that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot, even in our generation, you know what I'm saying, now that we're the older generation growing up now, you know what I'm saying, we becoming that generation. It's like, we got a lot of people that have a lot of broken dreams, a lot of broken hopes, a lot of broken goals and things like that. But, it's never too late. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late to achieve. It's never too late to attain. It's never too late to do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? So, what you said? What did it say? Somebody talking. You just what? Talking what? That say? I don't know what that just said, man. It said something.
Yeah, you got one
What would you?
flash
How about
lines on.
how about Boom? What would you say? What would you say to your generation?
Um, I think for my generation, I would tell them slow down but move with pace. I think the problem with my generation is like in the church arena, everybody wants stuff so fast. Everybody wants things overnight. Everybody want to be the next sensation, and it's not may not be your time for that. It may not be that season for that. You know what I'm saying? It may be a season for you to sit back and just observe and like still learn and listen. Um, and then for those who are not in church, it would be like, yo, you're more than what you become. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think like, yo, that's like, man, Lion King is my favorite movie of all time, man. Because the morning movie my dad ever took me and my brothers to go see when we were kids together. And that one line of the movie when Mufasa was talking to Simba, and he's talking about, Simba, you forgot me. Remember who you are. You're my son. You're the one true king. You are more than what you become. In other words, yeah, I know you made some mistakes, and I know that some things have happened in your life that don't make sense as unfair. But like Showtime said, your situation is not your destination. Like, you are bigger, you're more than where you are, and you have the power to master where you are and become all that you've been destined to become. Um, and that's like, yo, that's my message, man. Like, yo, you're like, there's a king in you. Find that king. Find that king that was created in you, and like, yo, and be that king and rule your domain. And don't let your domain rule you. That me or you? Does you hear me?
I don't know.
No,
I can hear you.
Um,
Y'all hear me still?
don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's his hum
it's like
though.
a buzzing sound. There's a buzzer sound. Let me
Gonna
see.
fix all these issues. I don't know what it is. It's one of them nights.
Hello? Yeah, I thought it was me. Like, yo,